So anyway, got a workout in.
Oh,
Yeah.
you did. That's good, man.
Yeah.
I told myself, there's like 50 days left in the year,
Yeah.
So
You about to try to
I
do a
wanted to
streak?
I wanted to finish strong, get
Yeah.
rolling, get some shit accomplished. And I woke up today and just kind of kicked it. But I
Oh, yeah.
was I was never gonna get up and start working out. I'm an afternoon guy,
Yeah, I know. It's all
when the
good.
when the sun is out, butt naked and just doing my thing.
You got
So
to do what's best for you and your neighbors.
right.
Uh,
They're not up that early, so it wouldn't be worth the while of putting on a show like that.
right.
So
You want to hit them right at lunchtime, maybe a
yeah,
little bit later.
I want them to enjoy the festivities.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you know.
It's so ironic to me that you like woke up and fucked off and you showed up with your shit together.
Oh, but I was focused on this though.
Yeah.
I was set up, ready to go. I think I sent you the link at like 9:56.
Yep. I saw it and I was like, oh
I'm all
shit.
I'm all dialed in, and that's kind of like I thrive in like chaos. I used to beat myself up. I'm organized. I
Yeah.
like to schedule shit and plan shit,
Right.
but at the same time, when it's all wild and I give myself a list of things I need to do today, and
Mhm.
whenever they get done, they get done. I'm not
Gotcha.
I'm not trying to. I used to beat myself up. That was going to be one of my questions. Like, how do you
Hmm.
do it? How do you do
Yeah,
it?
because I'm the opposite.
Yeah.
I've gotten better at thriving in chaos, but I've just always been a detail oriented person, probably more than I need to be. Um, but
Yes, I
you
can
know,
attest to
yeah,
that. No, just
20 years of being a spaz. But then
oh,
I look back and see what I've accomplished, and I kind of like lean on that a little bit. So,
right.
um, yeah, I got a lot of things going on, and on top of that, there is I mean, we only got one kid left in the house now, but at one point there was three kids in the house, got a
Yeah,
wife, full-time job,
yeah.
and they're
That
you just learn real quick.
that really makes me feel pitiful.
Yeah. You should be really accomplishing more. No.
But go ahead. I'm sorry. That
No,
kind of
it's
started
uh,
feeling bad about myself when you said all that. Full-time job, wife, kids,
that right there is usually enough for most people. Um,
for real.
but when you just have those ambitions and like as a creative, if the ideas are coming and it almost can drive you insane
Yes.
if you don't start doing some of those things. So I don't know where I was going with that, but you just the combination of all those things forces you to figure it out. You're either going to figure it out or you're going to give up or you're just going to stumble along and not really accomplish anything maybe.
Yeah.
So you just have to kick it in gear and figure it out. And at the beginning, my answer to that was just not getting any sleep, you know,
Yeah.
which came back to bite me in the ass later. Watching fucking Gary Vee videos every day can
It makes
drive most people over the cliff.
yeah.
Um,
It's another one that makes me feel bad about myself.
yeah,
At the same time, motivated.
he's
But
got a
no,
whole squad though, so you got to take that with a grain of salt.
no, yeah, I know. But what to add on to what you were saying is you're like really into like your schedule. What schedule app do you use, or do you just use?
I just I don't use an app, but I do put a lot of things. I guess it is an app on the calendar.
Okay, the calendar. Yeah, you
Yeah,
were saying the calendar. Yeah, that
yeah.
is an app. But
I have
um,
I have a
go,
shared
go ahead.
I got a shared calendar with my wife for like family things, um soccer practices, whatever, nail appointments, when I go get
Right.
my nails did, I put it on there. Um no, she puts that kind of stuff, and then if there's something that is going to interfere, it's something that I'm doing that's going to interfere with any of that, I'll add that to that same calendar. And
Mm,
then I have another calendar in the same app that's just, for Static's music, for that email, and I'll add things to that. You know what I mean? Sometimes if it's something that isn't going to interrupt, if that makes any sense. So that's kind of how I organize and remind myself, like what's coming up, the next couple of days or
I
whatever, the
got you.
next week. Like I'm looking at it now and I'm remembering two things after this podcast. It's kind of ironic that you brought that up. It would have alarmed and reminded me, but um yeah, the calendar app, I use Notes to jot things down, and man, I got notes for
Wow.
all kinds of shit. And I got paper notes. I've gotten a lot better about not doing that because I'll just have paper notes laying everywhere and
Right.
shit hanging up, fucking dry erase board over here. That kind of I don't know
That's
why
a,
it took me so long to go digital with that. But
the
yeah,
the no. It's
Yeah.
so, I think sometimes it's easier to remember if you write it down than just type it in an app. But
Yeah.
I mean, all that stuff you just said is I've tried all that, and then that's why I said I kind of thrive and just I guess that's just the way my brain works.
Mhm.
Like I'll try to structure it, plan it, use Google Calendar, use the Note app, but it just never really pans out. It more so than anything, excuse me, it makes me anxious. And I think that's why I really can't. That's why I stopped using
Yeah.
all that stuff. Like I have a good memory where I'm plus I'm not as busy as you. You know what I mean? Let's be real. So it's not that hard. And I got a small list. I keep it real tight, a small list of things that need to be done every day. Right. Is the majority of the stuff I need to do. And yeah, pretty much right. But
Yeah.
that's like the king, that'll make you procrastinate, especially if you're trying to like create jokes or write jokes, or I'm trying to finish that book, or I'm trying to finish that script. And it just it makes the procrastination is just fierce if you don't stay on top of it, because it's so hard to just come up with lines a character would say, if you're writing a script, or
Well,
just all sorts of things. And let me finish right with the and that's why I just kind of stopped beating myself up, because like you said, the creative urges come when they come.
Yeah.
And I think that's, you need to be ready at those times when you're sitting around and you have a thought about a scene or something you want to write in your book. That's when you got to start, you got to pull it out and start writing,
Yeah.
So that's just kind of how I try to do it.
Yeah. Well, I think hopefully I remember all the shit you just made me think of. There's a lot of good stuff in there. First of all, you have to know yourself and how you work, how you
Right.
accomplish things. Everybody's different. So, you can run across some video or something, talking about being productive, and someone uses some app, and just because it works for them doesn't mean it's going to work for you.